everybody, here's where we're going to need you to self-diagnose yourself. We're going to go through one exercise in particular and a region to focus on for you to help yourself with self-care at home when you know you're a plopper. Okay? So you're going to have to take a look at yourself, and if you are somebody that plops into a chair, so if you go to sit down and if you start to recognize that you just plop, that's a sign. That's a sign that you're getting weak in the lower half of the body, that your core is disengaging, and the musculature isn't as strong as it should be. That's not a problem just because we need everything to be strong. It's a problem because when that starts to weaken, the body becomes less stable. And so you're more likely to have injuries, you're more likely to have chronic pain, we're more likely to have an issue, and with that chronic pain, we know from the research that starts to cause fatty infiltration of the muscle, and our muscles intrinsically are weaker than they should be, and they just don't work like they should. And then it ultimately leads to none of us feeling as good as we want to feel and have the function in our life that we all want. So, you have to look at yourself and see, are you a plopper? And if you are, this is a video for you, okay? We need to make sure that we keep the core engaged and the lower half strong to prevent that plopping or that sign of weakening and instability to the body. So to help yourself out, we're going to use a couple of props here today. You can use a stool or a chair to help stair step you in the process. But let me back it up. If you're a plopper, here's what's probably happening in your posture, is that because of the weakness in the legs, the hips, and the core, you're going to start to see the pelvis shifting forward over the feet, the rib cage shifting back in relationship to the pelvis, and that will generally jut the head forward also. And that weakening and this disruption of posture, it just starts a landslide and snowball effect of problems. So we want this to be coming back up where it should be. And that's a perfect mirror image incorporated into the exercise of a squat. That's why you can use a chair as beginners. We can stage up to it, feet about shoulder width or slightly more apart, keeping your body nice and tall, arching your back, and then squat down until you feel your butt hit the chair, and then you come right back up. Slow and controlled. That's the key. So you can just do a set of those, and as time goes on, that becomes easier and easier to do. You start looking for something shorter at home, okay? Or in the gym, wherever you're at. That way you can start to guide yourself, go all the way down till your butt hits this lower stool, and then come back up. And then, of course, the next progression is to just get rid of everything altogether behind you, and you can maintain that slow, controlled, back is nice and straight, chest is up, head is up, nice and controlled, all the way down and back up. And over time, we start to gain more strength and tone to the glutes and the quads, the calves, up into the core, and to be able to go through these movements in a controlled, stable manner. You no longer become a plopper, right? And you get to have a body that's more resilient, better functioning, and ultimately more healthy. So it's a win-win-win-win. Hope you have a great day. Hope this is helpful.